Alright, we're going live. Oh my goodness, this was pretty unplanned, but yeah, we're going to be doing a live stream here, basically just Q&A. I need to edit my live stream title. Q&A plus testing, COD Warzone. There we go. Change the live stream title. We're doing mainly Q&A here. So if you got any questions whatsoever, you can put them in chat. And I need to fix my MSI Afterburner overlay here, apparently. Actually, I can't really fix it. I'm gonna have to close my, it's like that because I have two GPUs in my system. For those of you who are just showing up now, I have two GPUs in my system because I was doing some AI work last night, or trying to research about it. I have a GTX 1080 in my system and the GTX 1660Super. And yeah, I was doing actually a lot of research on AI last night. I was playing around with this video encoder called Topaz. Well, I don't know, video AI enhancer called Topaz video enhancers, as I was telling you guys yesterday on stream. Bitspenzy, welcome to the live stream. Open Q&A, so if you got any questions or thoughts or stuff you want covered, let me know. Be happy to go over that for you. Here, let me see if I can fix my MSI Afterburner overlay, but I don't know how much I can actually do here because two GPUs, like, let me show you my MSI Afterburner. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's so many different settings here, so I need to go through and enable them all. Let me go through here and just enable all these GPU 1, GPU 2 memory clock, GPU memory usage, GPU bus usage I'm going to leave off, VID we're going to leave off as well. But yeah, we're going to be testing a little bit of Call of Duty again. I am working on a benchmark, but for those of you who do follow my little Instagram, which I think I have like 12 followers or something, it's just Alex_computer, spelled like my YouTube channel pretty much. I went over yesterday, I showed everyone a short clip of what AI can actually do. We took 1080p video and upscaled it to 4K, which was pretty interesting. Yeah, I hate two GPUs. It changes everything. You know, I'm just gonna forget about that. I'm just gonna run it like this. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get any GPU documentation or statistics in the corner there today, which is unfortunate. Only the CPU, but that's not too bad. We get to, I guess, mainly focus on the processor. I should probably adjust my visuals here. Well, of course, out of the VRAM limit. Shadow map resolution can go down. Oh yeah, and I do have my GPUs overclocked pretty well, because when I was doing the AI stuff, like, it takes so long to render a frame. So let me quickly pull up the file I was working on yesterday. Like, this here is from, let me just throw it on screen here so you guys can see. This here is from a recording that I was doing yesterday, because I am benchmarking this system, and I upscaled it to 4K. Like, there's a lot of detail in here. But believe it or not, this 4 seconds of footage took literally like half an hour to render, which is ridiculous. Like, imagine trying to render a whole hour worth of content. You're looking at something that's gonna have to run for a day, if not a lot. Yeah, way more than a day if you want an hour of content. Hassan Ali, welcome to the live stream. Lol, it's not Ali, but I always say Ali. Sorry. But yeah, this here is AI upscaled footage. This is 4K here. If you guys want to take a look at the software itself, it's called Topaz Video Enhancer. It only works with NVIDIA GPUs, unfortunately. But holy smokes, that's why, for example, I don't have my GPU utilization showing up there, because, as I was mentioning to the person who was here earlier in the stream, we got two GPUs in the system. I'm just using the 1660Super, but for AI, oh my goodness. Where's this guy? We're gonna one-shot him. There's no way we're one-shotting. He looks nice. I mean, hey, the stream quality, we're just streaming with the video card again. So, I just wanted to stream a bit more with the video card as well, just to get a better sense of the quality and stuff, because, yeah, this is all done with the NVIDIA encoder. Like, we're not using... Let me just make sure my MSI Afterburner is set. Yeah, we're not using any X264 encoder today. That's something I might want to do a test if you guys are interested in the future, like the X264 versus by CPU versus the GPU, because yeah, the new NVIDIA encoder which we're running right now, that utilizes the new X264 encoder for NVIDIA, so that's how we're running our live stream currently. And yeah, unfortunately we don't have a no, I'm much older. I'm actually older than 15 or 16, lol. I'm done school. But anyways, oh, it looks pretty choppy on stream. I'm not gonna lie, I just saw that it was lagging out there a little bit. But yeah, the 1660 Super, I don't know if you guys are interested in that AI stuff, but it is about 2/3 of the performance of a GTX 1080, so yeah, I'm going all over my house, and I had another computer that I set up for our for my parents and my brother and whatever. Like, they hardly use it, so yesterday I'm like, okay, this AI stuff, it's taking 20 minutes to render literally like 4 seconds of video, so I had to go up and swap out a GTX 1080 that I was fortunate enough I didn't sell. And I use that to render some more clips just to play around with how does this video AI upscaling and stuff work, because what I want to do, my goal, welcome Dark Venom to the live stream, my goal with once I'm done doing my benchmarks and stuff, like last night I spent some time benchmarking COD and Fortnite on this system here. Yes, that is a little spoiler of what I've been up to, but I mean, Bum Prezel, nice. You changed your name, dude. I definitely agree. That's a lot better. That's definitely a lot better. Dark Venom Gaming. Yeah, I definitely like that a lot more. Oh man, because I have 2 GPUs in my system. I'm basically there's no air for my. I'm blocking off the airflow for my GTX 1660 Super, but yeah. Oh, Pitts Benzie, you can put your comment back there. I was going to read your comment there. You said, how would an E5 1650 perform with the GTX 1660 Super? Fortnite, you are going to run into what is, yeah, of course, everyone calls it a GPU bottleneck. But overall, if you're going to play AAA title games, what is this here? UAV? Guess we'll pop that. Alright, no one's around here, so that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. We can just chill. But yeah, the E5 1650, you guys can also let me know if the stream does seem a little bit laggy. I can change some settings there. But yeah, the 1650, you will be able to play AAA title games, no problems really. But where you might run into a GPU bottleneck is when you're looking to play a game like Fortnite that really wants that high single core performance. That's kind of like what we mentioned earlier in previous live streams, and also when we just answered other people's questions and stuff. It's kind of like when a game needs that single core performance, like Call of Duty, you can see which one of these threads is maxed out today. Alright, it's CPU 12. Like a game like Call of Duty or any of these where you need that high single core performance, that's where like you need those newer CPUs to get a much higher frame rate. I can't track properly here. I know he's there. He should show up there. I'm not too sure. Oh, there he is. Oh, he hit me.
Target marked. Send it.
This is Builder 2-0. Good copy. Cluster strike away.
This is interesting. We're probably going to get picked off because they know exactly where we are. Alright, BA, welcome to the live stream. It's been a little while. Need the CPU T3500 E5 1650. Yeah, the E5 1650 is pretty solid. I'm not running it. Oh my god. This guy just lasered me. Look at him. Yeah. You know, this Xeon processor here is a decent upgrade from the E5 1650. You're getting similar single core performance, but double the overall cores, which is really exciting. That's why I am running it here again for our live stream. Again, I am using the GPU to encode. I'm encoding this time at around 9,000 kilobits per second. Let me throw this up here. Yeah, we're running our stream at about 9,000 kilobits per second on the high preset with that NVIDIA 1660 Super to do our encoding. You can let me know if it seems smooth or if it does seem a little stuttery, but I can't really tell because I'm not the one watching this. Should you go Ryzen? Does a Ryzen? Okay, Pitts Benzie has a question here, and Hassan, I'll get to your question shortly. Alright, there we go. We won that. Okay, alright, let's see. Pitch Benzie, does an E5 1650 pair with an RTX 2070 with no major bottleneck? Unfortunately, there is a large bottleneck because as soon as you start playing games like even like basic Fortnite, you're going to run into that single core bottleneck. But now when you're going to take, yeah, something like a 2070 Super and you're going to go into a AAA title game, yeah, you're going to max out all those cores and threads really quickly, and yes, you are going to run into a pretty nasty bottleneck there. You definitely, if you're going to spend that much on a GPU, you're going to want to get something like the new Ryzen. I don't mean second gen, I mean, I hate doing that. I hate doing that. You guys saw that there. It's pretty embarrassing. But yeah, you are in that case, Pitch Benzie, you're going to want to get the new Ryzen. And I say new Ryzen, I'm not saying get it, don't get a Ryzen 2600, don't get a Ryzen 5 2700, go get the 3rd gen, get something like the Ryzen 5 3600. Does it cost more? Yes, but it's going to be able to handle that GPU a lot better. So that's kind of what I'm going to weigh on there. Alright, let's see, Hassan, you want to see E5 1650 4.5 gigahertz. COD Zone 720p low. I don't have an overclocking motherboard. Like, yes, it has an unlocked CPU multiplier, but for my tests, I was only able to get it to about 3.87 gigahertz, and it wouldn't go any higher than that. All right, let's see. Also, if you guys need me to adjust audio, music, or just even my mic here so it doesn't sound bad, you can let me know as well. But we're gonna be going through some Q&A here. We got what, 40 minutes to go. So let's keep rolling through these questions here. BA, need the CPU. Alright, we went over that. Okay, Ryzen 5 1600 or X5670 in gaming. The Ryzen 5 1600 will be better, but it all comes down to budget, right? Dark Venom, you mentioned you had the X5670 already. Like, if you're looking for an upgrade, I would probably only upgrade if I could get something like the new Ryzen or Intel, or if you really want something that's going to perform a little bit better, you can get this 12-core Xeon here. Because, I mean, it's all budget, right? If you can afford the new stuff, as I always say, get the new stuff. But if you can't afford it, that's where you look at the Xeons, right? Because it's all budget and what you can afford. For AI, though, no one's asking those questions, but that's why I really encourage you guys. If you want to play around with AI, if you have an NVIDIA GPU, you can download this program called Topaz Video Enhancer and get a decent idea of what you're able to do with AI and stuff. Because that's what I did, and yeah, I was very, very, very impressed that you can actually upscale from 1080p to 4K with, yeah, pretty decent AI improved quality. Thomas Strobarrel, welcome. You'll take every time, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna die, Thomas. Oh man, we can't have you drunk. You still have what? You've got, it's probably about 5 or 6 o'clock where you're at, so you still got what? At least 5 hours. It's Friday. You might be staying up a little late there, so we gotta make sure you stay sober for this one here. Just asking for knowledge. I mean, hey, it's perfectly good. And I mean, hey, like, I'm doing open Q&A here, so if you want to ask questions about even stuff that's not related to your system, but other processors, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Thomas, I started looking into some AI stuff with like doing an AI video enhancer with the NVIDIA GPUs, and oh my goodness, is it ever demanding. I was using, like in my system currently, I put 2 GPUs. I grabbed my GTX 1080 and paired it with the what's the temperature? 60. Okay, I paired it with the 1660Super, and still, like, it took me like 20 to 30 minutes just to render or just to AI upscale 4 seconds of 1080p to 4K, and I'm like, holy smokes. Like, just imagine trying to upscale a minute video. That's gonna take probably like well over probably like 6 hours or something crazy like that. It's interesting. But yeah, now I've become an NVIDIA fanboy just like that overnight. I'm like, you can't run AI on what, AMD GPUs? God damn it, you can't use those RX 570s that I have. Which kind of sucks though. I'm gonna look and see if I can find. Looks like someone's been here already. I want to see if I can find some sort of like. Shoot, someone else is here. This is driving me crazy. I can hear them in my headset here, which I hate that. I hate listening to other players run around. It makes me so paranoid. Let's just drop down here, see if we can't find something else. Alright, let's see. I got my eye on chat, so if it does move, otherwise I'm just going to keep running some COD here. But yeah, one thing I want to play around with is once I'm done putting together my next video, which will be, yeah, big spoiler alert, it will be benchmarking these specs here. I do want to try to AI upscale it to 4K. Like, I do know the YouTube algorithm does like 4K video, so maybe that'll help push it out a little bit better. But yeah, I just want to see, like, can you notice a quality difference off the bat? I mean, yeah, it's kind of I don't know if it's subjective, but it's kind of like when I'm zoomed in, I can notice there is a little bit of a difference between the 4K and 1080p quality. But I don't know if it's worth rendering for a day. that's my kind of question there. But yeah, I just played around with it last night, and it was pretty crazy to see how intense AI is. Godspeed to AMD. They really need to... Exactly, that is true. Like, there's so much development with CUDA, and once all these companies have already invested in CUDA, like, no one's gonna be like, okay, I want to take 25 steps backwards and rewrite all this code so it can utilize that hardware that AMD has. Like, no one's doing that, and no one's gonna do that because it makes no sense. Like, yeah, like, for example, if one day all the information on the internet got swapped to German, I don't know, I'd have to learn German, but I don't want to go out of my way to have to learn a new language that I know nothing about. Like, it's kind of the exact same thing, so I don't know. I think AMD needs to step up their game there, definitely a lot. I wish I knew more languages, but I mean, who knows? It just takes so much time to learn. Alright, let's go find some players around here. Remember, we don't want to die here, so we might have to do that car strategy. Triple Furious, welcome to the live stream. It's open Q&A, so if you got any questions or you wanna bounce some ideas regarding different systems and processors and stuff, even whether or not you're looking to buy them, you can definitely do that. I'm happy to give you my 2 cents. Oh shoot, we gotta get close to where we are. Make sure we don't get picked off by accident. Alright, we're chilling here. I don't see anyone around here, so it looks pretty good here. GPU rendering is general, never clean or perfect as CPU rendering. That is true. However, the thing is that, like, is that guy on the roof? Yeah, he is. The thing is, GPU rendering is a lot faster. So it's kind of like, what do you want, perfection or time, right? Like, I actually, now that you mentioned that, Thomas, I will be playing around. I will try to do some AI rendering on the CPU here. Either my main system or on this 12-core processor to see if there is a quality difference, kind of as you were mentioning. Because I do know, for example, Blender rendering, like when I'm using, like, obviously I don't use Blender, but when I was borrowing my brother's computer to just test out Blender, he made a little model and stuff. I did notice that, like, the GPUs, the older GPUs that is, like the 10 series cards, like the quality, like you could notice the CPU was a slightly bit sharper. Everything looked a little bit better. But I mean, that's also the 10 series GPU. I don't know how RTX plays into it, and unfortunately, all these high-end video cards cost like, I don't know, 700 plus Canadian dollars. So I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna spend like, I don't even have $5,000 to go and spend on all that stuff if I wanted to really test it all out. Triple Furious, you want a comparison between E5 2650 V2 and E5 1650 V3? Like, honestly, all I can say there is that you should already know that this 1650 V3 is gonna, no, I mean 2689 V3. They're so complicated, these names. It's not like i7. But the processor that we are running currently, the 2678 V3, does perform quite a bit better. You have better single core performance. That's what you'll see in the benchmark that I'm working on putting out. Also, what kind of stuff would you guys want in the benchmark? Because I benchmark Fortnite, I benchmark COD. Like, you know, I'm not huge into testing 1,000 different games, but I did test those 2 games last night before I went to sleep. Like, I do have Cinebench R20 benchmarked as well, so that's one thing that's always nice to have benchmarked. Otherwise, I think I was just gonna leave it at that, or I can test the streaming performance. But streaming performance, like, I don't know if it's subjective or not, but it's kind of like, if you're doing it with the CPUs to encode, like, so you don't get this blotchiness when I'm moving my character around, you do have to play your game kind of around that 60 FPS mark. In gaming, 2650 V2 versus 2678 V3. Single core performance is better on this CPU that I'm currently running. The 28 V3 has better single core performance, so you will get a better FPS, which means you'll get a higher frame rate, which means you can pair better video cards with this system. So for example, you can run Fortnite 144 FPS easily on this system compared to the oh, that was pretty cool. Compared to the 20, oh my god, why are they so complicated? Alright, the 2650 V2, that's okay for AAA title games because you have the multi-core performance, but when you want to play games that need at least one thread with decent single-core performance, that's where you run into some problems. Alright, let's grab the heartbeat sensor and quickly pop that, see if anyone's in the near vicinity. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I'll swap this out here. What is this? Oh, no, we're not swapping it, no way. Alright, we're good to go. We're going to take the vehicle and continue moving. In gaming, it just comes down to single core performance. Both have decent multi-core. Yeah, the 2650 V2, like, it's a single core that's going to be holding you back there. I mean, even the Xeon we're running right now, like, it's not perfect at all, but it's better than the, basically your Sandy Bridge generations. Am I lagging? No, I'm not. But the stream might be. Let me see. Yeah, it might be the stream encoder that's lagging a bit. I can change the stream and I can change the encoder settings if needed. I think someone was running around here. We can run them over maybe. If I can spot them. You know what I might do? I might lower our VRAM. That might be it. If streaming utilizes the video memory, we'll drop that down. Drop it down to normal. Give ourselves a little bit of slack. See if there's anyone around here. Alright, we're full on ammo, which is nice. Oh, look, perfect. Look who we found here. See if we can run him over. If we die, feel bad for Thomas there. Ah! Oh man, we're in a bad spot. Oh yes, he's gonna run the other guy over, but not us, not us! Oh my god. Jesus, this is so scary, holy shoot. Oh my god. Okay, that's what it's like getting run over. Call the UAV? No, I'm greedy. Look at me, like I'm just rushing and letting around here. There's two cars, like, there's some stutter, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can crank, like, I can turn down the visuals a little bit here. Drop our VRAM usage, because I know VRAM has a huge effect on how the game runs. Alright, but we can win Gulag. We're not completely dead yet. Yeah, it was fun. Oh man, I love that. That was a fun scene there. Marco Mazzi, too late, eh? Good stuff. But yeah, honestly, I'm really intrigued by AI. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I think it's super interesting. Thomas, if you have any if you have any NVIDIA cards and stuff, and you want to test it out, like there's a I'll put it in the. Why did I throw that? Oh my god! If I just didn't throw it, we would have been fine. We're going next. We're going next. Absolutely. All right, I'll show you guys the program, what it's called. Let me open up a new tab here for you guys. Topaz. Ah, frick. Let me search it up here properly. Topaz AI Video Enhancer. No, this isn't what I wanted. I just want to link this to you guys because if you do have an NVIDIA GPU, I don't know. I'm just super curious about this. I'm gonna link this in chat for you guys. But I don't know why I tested this last night and I just thought it was super incredible what you can do. There's a free trial. It's 32 days. You just put your email in and whatever and you can test out the program. But you can upscale your video from 1080p to 4K or what's more interesting is you take some of your old 720p footage, if you have any, or any older video, and you can try to upscale it. It can go up to 4 times. I just do it. I just upscaled twice. I go from like 1080p to 4K or 720p to 1080p. But yeah, you make a good compilation of such moments. Dude, that's not good content. It's just running around like crazy. You can only catch that live. But I mean, it's YouTube. You do get those replays, right? So it is recorded. Unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it's not a great way to build your brand. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm just super interested in this AI upscaling. I think there's a lot of potential with it. So yeah, now I just need to go find $30 million so I can afford some NVIDIA GPUs. That's one thing though, like, god damn, if only AMD could run these same AI applications, it would be super cool. Download RAM? Dude, I don't need to. I got 32 gig of RAM because I read Alex's minimum system requirements in building any system, and it always has at least 16 gig of... Oh, that's COD right there. You know what? You guys can do that. If you want to take clips, it's all on my YouTube channel. You can waste your time and clip together your montage of what my YouTube channel is. I wouldn't do it. I don't think we have enough to work with yet, but there are a lot of Call of Duty videos that I've made where I've done the car strategy and we've run a lot of poor players over. Which is fun. It is actually a lot of fun. It's satisfying because I finally know what it's like to get run over. And it feels terrible. Like, super rad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty much a meme. Yeah. But yeah, I need to figure out what NVIDIA GPUs I'm going to buy. I bought that 1660 Super. It costs a lot of money. I don't have a lot more to spend, so I need to be really precise in what I do. Like, I need to be really mindful of what I decide to buy. Yeah, it looks choppy on stream. I mean... That's the NVIDIA encoder there for you. It's not perfect. I'm not listening to this song. Sounds too bad. I'm gonna swap this song. This is what you get when you just put what is it called? NCS music in the background there. Have any of you guys played around with AI at all? I'm just curious. Like, I know it's not that popular, I would say, among gamers. But have any of you guys actually played around with it? Because I never played around with it before, so... Yeah, just testing it out, I was really interested. I was pretty surprised of what it could actually do. Because, yeah, I've seen those videos where it's like, oh, you take a video from early 19th century and upscale it to 4K, add color and all that. But I never tried something myself. Because when I watch someone else do it, I'm like, oh, you have to be a genius. You need to know all this stuff to be able to do that. But then I just tried it with just a simple piece of software. Obviously, the paid version does cost quite a bit of money because it is a high-end piece of software. But yeah, I don't know. I was really intrigued once I tested it for myself, and I'm like, holy smokes, this is what you can do. Like, just to be able to test. Oh, okay, we're doing snipes this game. Snipes, alrighty. There's a big tower around here. I actually benchmarked this exact spot yesterday. You can have a look at the trees and stuff. Pretty detailed. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be excited. I wanna find a way that I can actually render out my entire. Once I'm done putting together a benchmark video, I want to be able to render the whole thing, upscale it to 4K, and yeah, just see if there's any kind of noticeable difference in viewing quality. Because I know YouTube compresses all their videos down incredible, like a lot. I think someone's there. Yeah, we missed our opportunity. I couldn't see it. The darks, the grays are too hard to differentiate. But that's fine. We know they're going to be at the back there somewhere. Drop shooter. Yeah, I'm still reading chat, so if there's anything you guys need, let me know. Because I will get to that. I always do. Is there anything in this building here? Just need to be careful that we don't get run up on. Because we have that sniper. It's not every game we get ourselves a nice sniper. So I just gotta be mindful. Stay alive. Just gonna run out to the middle of nowhere then. UAV would be helpful in this specific moment here, but I mean, can't always afford it. Pop this over here. just continue running in the middle of nowhere. I watched some of my replays, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm quite a bot. Like, I run out in the middle of nowhere, and I just get picked off because, yeah, just like that. Alright, he's dead. Oh, come on. If you can see us here, I'm gonna scream. I need to zoom this. I'm so bad at this. I wish I could demonstrate AI here for you, but I can't. Like, see, aren't I a bot? I just stand there in the middle and wait to get picked off. Poor Thomas. It's gonna cost you a lot of shots there. You'll get better FPS on 1650 V2. Maybe if you clock it super high, but I don't think you'll get much higher than what we're already getting here, because we are getting 100% GPU utilization. Oh my god, this is cringeworthy. Alright, my stream's going pretty stuttery there. I am going to change my MVEC encoder here quickly. I'm just going to change the bitrate. I don't know if I can do it live. Let me see. Just drop it down to 8,000. Did that fix it? Let's see. No, we're still streaming at... Oh, did it fix it? Let me see. Alright, what did you guys want? I can continue... Well, okay, I need to fix my stream. Alright, I got my stream back up again here. It's only giving us 5,000. It'll take a second for the kilobits per second to ramp up again. We're going to leave the match. 5,000 kilobits. Let's see if it'll go back up. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to get this benchmark done and then get it posted. Okay, my bitrate's messed up. It bounces from 5,000 to 8,000 to 10,000. It looks like we're dropping frames. Interesting. Yeah, the MVEC encoder is not perfect compared to CPU encoding, but the thing is, kind of as we found out, I guess Wednesday, when you do use the CPU encoder, you are loading your GPU a lot more, which means you can't really run your games at such a high frame rate. Because, I mean, yeah, OBS does a great job utilizing all cores and threads. We're not seeing much usage here because we're using the MVEC encoder, but yeah, when we are using the X264, then yeah, they do recommend 720p for streaming, but the thing is, I don't like 720p. Like, I don't know, this is why I'm also interested in this AI video upscaling, because if you have a video that was previously done in 720p, you run it through the upscaler, you can have 1080p or 4K quality video. It's not perfect with faces, so obviously I think like video gameplay is better to upscale because it's CG. But yeah, faces, that is one thing it's not great at AI upscaling. And then some people say you want to downscale your video first, then to re-upscale it. I don't know. There's so many different nuances to it that I don't even understand myself. But yeah, I'm just curious. So like, I had such bad sleep yesterday because I literally was looking on that stuff on, like I was researching about that on my phone. And yeah, I woke up and my phone was dead this morning because apparently I left it running. But it is what it is, right? You can't learn everything all at once. I mean, I wish I could, right? Like, I wish I had a full understanding of AI and stuff. And that's a 2-for-1 right there. I'll take that any day. This weapon does take a long time to reload. But yeah, they do recommend 720p streaming, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of 720p streaming. Like, I've done it before. I've watched 720p, and it's not that nice. And then some people are like, oh, well, if it's stuttery, why don't you just run it at 30 FPS? And then I'm like, okay, if all you can do is run 720p 30, like that kind of defeats the point in my perspective of having a nice stream, because I don't know, if I'm gonna stream something and I want to be a streamer, I want to have 1080p 60 FPS clean video here. And you can see, like, yeah, this MVEC it's struggling. I mean, I do have an overclock on the GPU. I can lower the overclock. Oh my god, it is struggling. Alright, we're going to drop the overclock a bit here. We're going to only go 300 on memory, and we will drop core maybe by 100. I increase power limit a bit. Alright, let's see if this makes it any better. There's stutter. Absolutely, there's stutter. I mean, I can switch it over to the X264 encoder if you guys want. Can see the quality difference in that. It will take a second and it will make my game run like poo, but I can do it. I don't know, GPUs and CPUs, they're very different in how they're put together and what they do. Alright, you want it swapped over? I need to pop my parachute. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I need to stop the stream for just a moment. Alright, we should be back. Let's see, I swapped it over. Now we're doing X264. My CPU is about to get hammered. But yeah, CPU usage 15%. Let's see if it's any better. You guys let me know in chat, please. If you think it's a little better quality, if it's blocky, or what you think. Obviously, we're not on the ground yet, so you can't see the details completely yet. But definitely let me know in chat what you think between NVEC and CPU. And just say if NVEC's better, we can go back to that. Otherwise, if you think CPU's better, we'll stay on this. I put it on the faster preset, so it is gonna... it's still blocky. Tell me if I'm wrong. If it's still blocky, I will upload one. This is a burst weapon. Whoopsie daisies. I can't believe he didn't kill us, though. Like, we literally just stood there like a bot. But yeah, let me know if you want me to swap, if you want me to increase the... Yeah, I'm going to increase the encoder. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm bumping it up to the faster preset. Goodbye any chance of running my game smoothly. Because, yeah, now take a look at those CPU cores. We're getting hammered here. Absolutely hammered. What is this? We're looking at 80%, 90% CPU usage. I mean, we're getting about 90 FPS. I'm not complaining. Can't complain. That's still very, very good. But it's definitely not 120 FPS as we were getting before. But, I mean, you have to make sacrifices. Alright, you can let me know if the chat... Let me know in chat if the stream came back. I just want to make sure that we're all still up and running here. But yeah, now we're streaming with X264 encoder. It should look a little better, but obviously I can't tell because I'm not watching the stream. So you can let me know in chat there. But yeah, I definitely agree with Thomas. Like when you do something with the CPU encoder, it definitely, and well, actually in a lot of cases, it does seem like it gives you a better quality when you're using the CPU to do the encoding. That's something I do notice for sure. Like even with Blender, like you do get that better quality. Let's see if we need a better secondary. Oh yeah, we're not running. There's no way we're running a burst weapon there because I'm so bad with them. You saw like I tapped him once and I'm like, why is my weapon not shooting? I also need to find music that I want to use in my clips, or not my clips, in my oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know you could do that in the benchmark I want to do, because something that I'm also spending a lot of time looking at is how audio and how you edit stuff kind of puts together, tells your video story. Or what, I'm so bad with doors. Kind of like, for example, if you watch any of these really nice movies by like a director like Christopher Nolan, he's got audio in every aspect of his film. He's got it in the intro, whether it's just like a deep background noise or stuff. It sets the tone for all that. So I kind of want to learn that, add a little bit more, I don't know, film just to my basic videos, so that I don't know, they become a little bit more interesting. Add something that's a little bit more ear pleasing. Yeah, I can hear my CPU cooler just ramping up there. You can see 78 degrees, and this is open air. I mean, that little Lenovo stock cooler is doing pretty good. I will give it that, but I would imagine you guys can hear that in the background there. Alright, check your stream on your phone. No, I'm not doing that. I can't. It's charging right now. I just told you it was dead. I used it all night. And honestly, all I found is people are like, there's actually not that much. Either I'm putting in the wrong keywords, or there's not that much information on what GPUs to use for AI on a budget. Because they're like, oh, here's my budget AI system. I got 3 RTX 2080 Ti's, and I just, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh my god, facepalm. Like, RTX 2080 Ti's, like, yeah, I get its budget because it's such a demanding... Oh, I need to swap my weapon back. I can't run 2 snipers. Like, I get it's super demanding, but... Like, is there anything better than an RTX 2080 Ti for budget? Because there's gotta be. Like, you can probably run like a GTX 980 or even something as simple as a 1050. But what I did notice with the AI is they do like VRAM, or the application I was running anyways, because AI is a broad term, right? I don't see much difference on my TV, but I can hear CPU cooler like an ocean, yeah. It does sound pretty nice. What resolution are you watching in, Thomas? So we can't grab this here. We could use a UAV. I can't pick one up right now. Also, Thomas, or just to anyone who's watching, I'd recommend also you as a viewer starting some sort of YouTube channel. Like, obviously, you don't need to know what you're going to make your content about. But for example, Thomas, you know a lot and got an awful lot about CPUs. I would start putting out, like, whether English or German, put out, this is basically my thought process of why I choose this CPU, why I look at this processor over another processor, and like, you can start building a brand. Like, and no, you don't need a video edit it like perfectly at all. Like, if you look at any of my garbage videos in the beginning, like, they were not video edited. They were not, like, the audio was bad. Like, there were things that were wrong, but like, obviously didn't get many views. You didn't get much from it, but I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's important to build some sort of brand. So for example, in the next, I don't know, let's say a year or two, and yes, I'm saying 2 years ahead, I want to continue working on building this channel so that, I don't know, even if it takes me 5 years to build something proper, at the end of 5 years, I can have a proper brand, put out good, proper content on my channel so that I have something like that to work with. If that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, I think people underestimate the importance of having a brand. Even myself, like, for example, like, yeah, like these gaming live streams, I do them more because I like chatting with regular viewers like yourselves. But it's kind of like, as I mentioned so many times, if I want to build out my channel, it's kind of like, okay, let's say for example, I want to continue reselling computers, or maybe I want to build a whole company from it. Then I would start focusing more on my content. Like, this is how I choose a budget processor when I am looking to build like a PC for video editing and streaming, or for gaming, or like high refresh rate. Like, I can go over all those processes, and when I'm the one explaining it, like, are the ideas original? Absolutely not. But when I'm the one explaining it and you're the one who's watching it, then you start, like, obviously I know what I'm talking about. You can tell that just by listening. But then you start building, I don't know, you, the person who's sharing this information, you become an expert in the minds of other people, because you're helping them, you're delivering them a lot of value, and obviously you need to know what you're talking about, but I don't know. Hard to do while playing COD. Alright, let's see. We're going to grab that UAV. Shoot. Yeah, we'll grab the UAV. Please drop the... My cluster strike is gone. Oh no, it's there. This guy's got such a thick accent. Request! Good shit on. Welcome to the live stream. It's open Q&A, so if there's anything you want covered, anything at all, you let me know in the chat there. Whether it's your system or you're just curious about different PC parts, let me know in chat. We're getting sniped. That doesn't matter. We're in a big truck. We're not taking no damage here. Good shit on. You probably might want to change your YouTube name there, because that's your online brand, man. I know, everyone thinks, oh no, that's just my YouTube thing, it doesn't matter, but I'm telling you, like, if you take your brand more seriously, like, that's what people, like, for example, when I keep track of my viewers, like, when I recognize your name tags, and I'm like, oh, so you're the one who had this system here, how's that working out for you? Like, that's one way to do it, right? Let's enter that cargo truck. No, I'm just kidding. Pop these chain plates. Oh man, 1080p 55-inch monitor. Oh, that, you know what, on that 1080p 55-inch TV or monitor or whatever, like, you probably would notice splotchiness, in my opinion. Like, okay, that's a one of those weapons. Guess we will take our sniper back. I think we have everything we need. I will reload this. I guess it's reloaded already. Time to move. As long as our truck's not stuck, no problems there whatsoever. Alright, we'll continue moving along here. But yeah, I really want to play around with AI upscaling. And Thomas, I'm assuming you've got some sort of NVIDIA graphics card. You should definitely try doing that. I think it'd be cool. Oh, that guy's got one of those things that helps prevent you from getting blown up. Gotta keep moving. We're not getting blown up here, which is nice, but this truck is so loud. But yeah, I definitely want to continue working on building good content on my channel, and I haven't really posted anything for about a month now. But yeah, that's where I'm starting I'm gonna get at least a simple benchmark put out with this system here. Like, it's not gonna be any different than what you're seeing here. One thing I will notice, I did get a lot smoother gameplay when I was not streaming or yeah, when I was not streaming. So what you'll see in my benchmark is that the gameplay itself is a lot smoother. I was getting a bit higher frame rate in Fortnite than when we were streaming. Yeah, I definitely am going to upgrade my CPU cooler to one of those Gammax 400s, because that thing is screaming right now. And it is open case, because I have not built my system yet. Because if you are wondering the power consumption, yes, I do have 2 GPUs plugged in, but we're using about 350 watts at the wall. And I think that's because I got the other GTX 1080 on idle right now. I think that's why we're getting such high power usage. But I mean, our CPU's being maxed out. We've got our GPU also running at 100% just to run the game here. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of load on the system. And before you guys flame me, I will pop that UAV. There we go. Let's see. A lot of people in this area here. Looks like there's someone near hospital. Hospital might be the place to go if we want to pick off someone. Yeah, there's people near Superstore. We'll head that direction there. I don't have the 1680 V2. Like, I can't. I'm not buying all these CPUs. Like, what I have currently, E5 2650 V2. I've got E5 1650. Someone's here. Question is where. There's cash. We can grab it. I've got E5 1650 V2. I've got 2678 V3. I've got E5 1650, I got E5 1620. I've got some other Xeons, but yeah, I don't have every Xeon under the sun because they cost a lot, and that's why, for example, I only recommend certain processors because I think they're good value for money. And it's like, okay, if I'm buying 2, we're gonna get sniped out of our buggy for sure. As long as I can drive all right, we'll be just fine. That's how I drive. I just swerve. Can we make it through here? Yes, we can. I need to go off to the side, and then I will pop my armor plates, but yeah, like, that's why I spend a lot of time figuring out what's good value for money, because if I'm building 3 systems, that means I need a budget for 3 systems. So, for example, if I thought, like, yeah, if I wanted to buy 3 Ryzen systems, that could cost me, like, I don't know, 3,000 Canadian dollars, and that's a lot of money. And I can't spend that on 3 systems. I just can't do that. Obviously, I'm saying $3,000 because that's between GPU, CPU, motherboard, RAM, SSD, power supply, case, all those components. That's why it costs so much. So that's why when I go with these specific Xeons, it's because if I don't have to spend $1,000, if I only have to spend maybe $600 on the entire build, I'm a lot happier with that because, yeah, I still have budget to work with. And, yeah, I don't have, there's no way I'm spending that much money all at once just for 3 systems, so. Let's see if we can't spot anybody rotating. I mean, I can do a comparison of 1620, E5 1650. I could, but I don't really think it's necessary. Like, I know that's a silly thing to say, but it's kind of like, I don't know. This is kind of where, like, for example, you as a viewer, we can use our critical thinking here and figure out, okay, 4 cores, 8 threads, it works fine if we're only stressing 1 thread. If we're running a game like COD, it's not going to be as good to run. Yeah, my CPU cooler is just screaming right now. It's actually bothering me. I really need to upgrade it to the Gammax 400. But the only thing that I need to consider, though, is the VRM cooling. Because the nice thing with this Lenovo heatsink is I have all the air blowing onto the VRM. So it's only staying... I got my heat gun. Not my heat gun. I got my little temperature sensor here. You can hear that. Alright, power supply, we're sitting at what, 40 degrees. Ambient in my room, if you guys are curious, is 21 degrees, so it's freezing here. Yeah, our VRMs are at like 40 degrees on the top in the VRM heatsink, so that's where you probably want to add about 15-20 degrees for the stuff, for the actual VRM component that's sitting under the heatsink. So we're probably sitting at around 60 degrees, which is super low for how much power we are drawing here. Let's knock him off. Alright, boys. Ay, ay, ay. We gotta be careful. I think we might get picked off. I shouldn't be oh, okay, this thing reloaded pretty well. Oh, we're hitting him, which is nice. What? What? Sorry for your ears, guys. See, that's me. I'm a bot. Holy Jesus. Oh, we got Gulag. Alright, we'll go through Gulag quickly. And then we will be wrapping up the stream. Because they're clocked higher, you may get more FPS. Yes, in some cases. How much TDP? Alright, this is a funny thing. We're going to talk about TDP and actual power draw here. The TDP on this 12-core CPU is only 120 watts. But then, when you do the turbo boost unlock, you end up drawing around 230 watts. Power draw and TDP are very, very different. I think he's coming around this corner here. Got him. Easy peasy. Alright, this is going to be our last match here. If we die, we're out. And we'll be signing off. What is the TDP? What's TDP? I think it's like theoretical power consumption at base clock or something like that. Thomas Strawbarrel might be able to give you a tip on that, because I don't really know. Like, I know it's kind of like, oh, this is a rough idea of what we're going to be drawing within the system, but then it's not always the case, because sometimes this worked out pretty well here. Looks like someone got sniped off the roof here.
You've got gas inbound.
Yeah, I realize I have gas inbound. Thanks. Let's just take his whole setup here. This is pretty nice. It's a pretty good treat. Just be able to grab someone else's stuff right on redeploy. I don't see anybody. See, this is me being a bot. I keep my head out so that people can see me and snipe me. Let's finish reloading this. It's silent, so we might be able to snipe someone. They test the CPU with the typical CPU load. Alright. Yeah, see, Thomas knows because he works in the industry. Smart cookie. Oh, shoot. Piss off! Oh my god. Is that cringeworthy or what? Oh man, alright, we're gonna leave the match here. I think we're gonna be wrapping up the stream. And yeah, basically my benchmark video is gonna be pretty short because I don't think I will. I mean, I could do the stream test and stuff, but I don't really know if I want to do that. So let me just make sure. Let's see. Yeah, I probably won't. I don't know. Do you guys want me to? Would it be worthwhile having a stream test on this 12-core Xeon here in the benchmark or not? Otherwise, I've just got the 2 games benchmarked, and I'll let them go there. Otherwise, I could do the stream test. It will take more time, but it doesn't matter. I can do that. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this processor. Like, because I don't own anything newer than, like, yeah, this is probably, well, I do have the Ryzen system, but I don't use it because I'm going to sell that one. But yeah, because I don't really have anything newer. This is actually, I enjoy using this system for a lot of things, like even AI. Like, this is the AI software right here. I'll quickly show you it. I need to black it out quickly. Just need to make sure that my email's not okay, anyways. So basically all I do here is I drag, like, let's say I want to upscale one of my benchmark videos I was working on. I can hop in here, can quickly select my file. Let me just make sure everything's alright. Yeah, I can grab my file. And now inside this application here, it gives me the options to upscale it. On the right hand side here, I guess this is a tutorial on how to use it. Let me close MSI Afterburner so you guys don't have to look at that horrendous overlay. Close. Where's perfect. Alright, now you can see this a little bit better. So basically this is Topaz Video AI Enhancer. So we load it up like this. Under process, this is where we select whether we use CPU or GPU to render. I already had my GPU selected. Then on the right hand side you have a couple AI algorithm things you can choose from. If you're using CG, I guess you can select Gaia CG. That's what I used last night. And then we're currently at 1080p resolution, so I can upscale it to 4K or even 8K. And then it's like there's different options here you can select. You can either have it go out, you can either have it produce itself into images, uncompressed images, or into video format. let's just do uncompressed. We'll do a PNG, 8-bit PNG. We'll say we just want to do one frame. So this will be in. Actually, no. We'll select a better point on the. Oh yeah, this is just the start. All right. Yeah, we can select. This is the in point, and let's say we want this to be our out point. I just have to black this out for a second, but then I'm gonna quickly wrap this up because I just need to, because it needs me to sign in with my email, so I don't really want to share that. All right, there we go. I can share this again. All right, so now AI engine is initializing. It's going to take a couple minutes here to load up, but what we're going to be doing is upscaling from, did I select 8K? I really hope I did, but we're going to be upscaling from this 1080p footage all the way up to, I think, like 4K or 8K. So the AI is actually going to add detail, and this is what I wanted to show you guys here. So you can see here, this is what the AI upscaler does. Like, it's not perfect at any means, but it makes it a lot sharper. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that on stream well, because it's a stream. But you can take a look at this. Like, that's what the barrel looked like on normal. This is 1080p, and this is it upscaled here with the AI algorithm. Is it perfect? No, but it's pretty darn cool. We can take a look at the numbers. These should be a lot sharper. Man, we zoomed in too much. Alright, let's go down here. You can take, I don't know if you guys can notice, but take a look at that 27% there. And 27 on the right. There's a big difference there. All right, let me quickly read chat. You're faster at typing. Duh. Let's see. Thermal design. You test CPU. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's funny. Triple Furious, like the E3 1240 V2, got 80 watt TDP, but it draws very little power. Yeah, TDP can be can be a little misleading. Because Tom Strobel, yeah, you explained it perfectly there. I know you cannot compare AMD to Intel, you're totally right as well. But yeah, take a look at, this is why I'm so excited about this AI upscaling, because look at the mini map as well. Look at those lines, they've been smoothed out a lot. And again, is it perfect? No, but just let me know if you guys can actually see this in chat, because you're all talking about some very different topics. But take a look, like, just look at that there, like. And as you can see, 7 minutes, 3 seconds and 65 or whatever, 3.65 seconds per frame, 6-minute ETA on just a couple frames. So as you can see, this stuff does take an awful long time to render. But do you guys notice a difference here? Because like, this is why I'm so excited about this AI upscaling, because look at the detail difference. Yes, it is AI. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But look at the detail it adds here. And the boot, it's a lot sharper, and text, of course, is going to be a lot sharper. You get rid of that blockiness. But of course, when you zoom out, like, I don't notice necessarily off the bat. One thing though that you will want to make note of is you have to make sure your game has anti-aliasing on, because if you don't have it and you throw it through this AI engine, it looks terrible. Let me stop this. I can leave it running if you guys want. No, I'm stopping the process. I just screwed myself over there. Let me see. I'll go to my video file, because I did do a test on with the Fortnite. Alright, this is the AI upscaled of 1080p to 4K with Fortnite. Let me quickly show you this, guys. But you can see here, because this is all low settings and there's no anti-aliasing on, because this is the pro settings, it looks really bad. Like, yeah, it is upscaled, but like it just enlarges the problem that you had in the first place of low settings with no anti-aliasing. There is a lot more quality. I'm not showing you the comparison, but I checked last night, and there is a big difference between this AI upscaled and the non-upscaled version. But yeah, that is one thing I will mention. You do want to have anti-aliasing on in your gameplay if you want to play around with this. And Thomas, I would I don't know if you're interested. If you are, I would try playing around with this, because you probably have an NVIDIA GPU based off that you sell systems. Yeah, set out, you can do a quick test recording, or you can even do something like record something on your phone and throw it through the AI upscaler. But yeah, you can see here, look at that blockiness here. Let's see if we can zoom in, because we don't have anti-aliasing on. It's all jagged and stuff. Hotspur, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we are pretty much done our stream here, but we were just looking at AI upscaling and kind of why it's so cool. And if you have an NVIDIA GPU, I mean, yeah, you're a lucky duck. That's why I had to go take the 1080 from our family PC. I swapped them out with the RX 570, so they're not left in the dust there. But yeah, I need to figure out a motherboard that can support 2-3 GPUs, so I can I don't know, save time on my AI upscaling there. Alright, that's been an hour now of our live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, smash... Nah, I'm just kidding. You don't need to hit the like button there. But yeah, if you did, that's great. And I'll do more of these. Maybe I can do a live stream every day. I don't know. It takes quite a bit of time. But otherwise, you can expect some sort of benchmark coming up in the future. How about SLI? SLI. I don't know if SLI really affects AI because you're just using the tensor cores. No, what are they called? The CUDA cores on the GPU. I don't think SLI makes any difference in this particular case. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on this. I just started learning about this a couple days ago, as I mentioned on stream. But yeah, like for example, in this application here, Topaz AI Video Enhancer, it does not allow you to use multiple GPUs at once, but if you want to use multiple graphics cards, you can open up multiple instances of this software, cut up your video, and then once you're done AI upscaling each individual section of the video, you can throw it into your video editor, put it all together, and then render it out as complete. What I'm probably going to do is edit my video together first, then run it through the AI upscaler. I'm just super curious to see how it would look. But obviously I'm going to have to move my computer to like the basement or somewhere further where when I'm sleeping I don't hear the fans going, because that drives me freaking nuts. That's why I shut my computer down at night. I don't render anything at night. I always do it during the day, and then I always complain that my computer, I can't use it because I'm rendering. But anyways, I'm going to be ending my stream there. You guys can always reach me in the Discord channel as always. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Friday evening for those of you in Europe, and Friday afternoon for those of you who are in North America like myself. Anyways, take care, and thanks a lot for tuning in. Cheers.